Demand continues to spike and inventory falls again. This week on Market Watch. Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of Market Watch for the week of June 22nd through the 28th. I'm Jason Zwolak of the Zwolak Group with First Team and Christie's International Real Estate. I hope you're all having a fantastic week. For those of you tuning in for the first time, each week I take a look at the Orange County and Irvine housing market as a whole, and then I break the Irvine housing market up into 3 separate sections. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe, hit that little bell so you're notified every time I post. I post new market videos every single week. This week was more of the same. Our demand continued to rise. We saw more buyers come onto the market, more homes go into escrow, and our inventory continues to drop. Sellers just are not coming on the market. And there are probably a couple reasons because of this. Definitely the second spike in COVID cases, I think, is putting a halt to some sellers' plans. They may not want people coming through their house. They feel a little weary about the COVID issue and having people come through their home. So I think they may be holding off on that. And I think the other thing is the interest rates and mortgages as a whole. So even though interest rates are low and they're driving people into the market, what we're seeing is the jumbo product, so anything over the conforming loan limit. So here in Orange County, our conforming loan limit is $765,600. Any loan amount over that is considered a jumbo product. Now, there's strict regulations on the jumbo product right now. Before COVID, you could find jumbo product with 10% down, and now you're looking at 20% down minimum. So if you're looking at borrowing $1 million, pre-COVID, you may have only had to have $100,000 in the bank. Post-COVID, that doubles. Now you need $200,000. So that may be holding people back because they're going to say, I'm sticking it out here for now until everything kind of calms down and we go back to the pre-COVID situation when it comes to loans. That could be the driving force behind sellers staying in and not selling their homes right now. So we're still in a hot market right now. Like I said, demand is up, supply is down, and the interest rates are great. So those 3 factors are really driving this market right now. So as I do every week, we start with looking at Orange County. So let's dive in, check out the numbers, and see what happened this week in Orange County. Right now, we currently have 4,665 homes on the market. That is down from 4,703 last week. We have 3,749 homes that are currently in escrow. That is up from 3,611 last week. So we're seeing that increase in demand and that decrease in supply. Number of homes sold this week, 544, up from 478 last week. Average days on market for those homes, 37 days, similar to last week where it was 36. The average list price was $990,393 this week. The average sale price, $966,975 for a 97.6% list to sold average, very similar to last week at that 98.2. Like I was saying, what we're seeing right now is that demand go up, so more homes are in escrow, and our supply come down. And that's really what's driving this market right now. That, and you combine that with rates. And that's why we're in a seller's market. Now that we've looked at Orange County, let's take a look at Irvine and see if there's any differences or similarities. So let's check it out. In Irvine, right now we have 637 homes that are currently on the market. That's actually up slightly from last week where we had 633 homes. So up very slightly, an extra 4 homes on the market. We have 318 homes currently in escrow. That's up from 301 last week. The number of homes sold this week was 53, up from 39 last week with an average days on market of 36. The average list price, $923,491. The average sales price, $897,581, with a list to sold average of 97.2%, which is down from 98.4% last week. Here we saw a little bit of a difference. So we did see our inventory go up slightly. Only went up by 4 homes, but it actually went up, which is a good thing. especially for our buyers out there. However, our demand outpaced the supply with 17 more homes in escrow this week compared to last week. Even though our supply went up, we're still seeing that drive and that spike in our demand. Now that we looked at Orange County and Irvine as a whole, I break Irvine up into 3 separate sections. First-time homebuyer, step-up, and luxury. Let's start with the first-time homebuyer category. Let's check it out. In the first-time homebuyer category, we currently have 154 homes on the market. It's actually down from last week where we had 156. The number of homes currently in escrow is 108, up from 103 last week. And the number of homes sold, we had 23 this week versus 17 last week, with an average days on market of 31 days for those homes. The market in the first-time homebuyer category is always hot because of the price point. You have a bigger buyer pool, and really we don't have as many homes in this category in Irvine. However, we did see our inventory drop slightly and our demand go up. The homes that did sell, they sold very quickly. We had an average of 31 days for these homes that closed last week. So they're hitting the market and they're getting into escrow, they're getting offers, and in some cases are getting multiple offers very quickly. Now that we've looked at the first-time homebuyer market, we look at the step-up category. That is anything listed between $750,000 and $1.25 million. So let's check it out. In the step-up category, we have 267 homes currently on the market. It's up from 260 last week. The number of homes that are currently in escrow is 148. That's up from 144 last week. The number of homes that sold this week was 25, with an average days on market of 32, and that is up from 11 last week with an average days on market of 44. So we saw a big jump in our number of homes closed this week versus last week. In this category, it was a little bit different. We actually saw our supply outpace our demand. So we saw more homes come on the market this week than went into escrow. That's a good sign for our buyers out there. We might see this trend continue. It's only time will tell, and we'll have to keep an eye on this as we move forward. Now that we've taken a look at the first-time homebuyer category and the step-up category, we're going to take a look at the luxury category, which is anything listed over $1.25 million. So let's check it out. For luxury, we had 218 homes currently on the market. That's up 1 from last week where we had 217. We have 62 homes that are currently in escrow. That's up 12 from last week where we had 54. Number of homes closed this week was 5, with an average days on market of 84 days. In the luxury side, we saw a huge jump in our demand. Our demand went up 8 homes. It went up over 10% from last week, and our supply only went up by 1 home. So it pretty much stayed the same. So that's a big difference. So when we look at the Irvine market and we look at these sub-markets, this first-time home buyer and this luxury were more similar, where demand went up and inventory went down, even though it was a slight decrease. The step-up category was different in that the demand did go up, but it was outpaced by the number of homes coming on the market. So our supply actually outpaced our demand in the step-up category. So this is, again, I talk about this every week. This is why we look at these markets within a market. You have to see what's happening in your price point within the city or the area that you're looking. It's so important to look at these micro markets to see what is happening and trying to predict some trends moving forward. Now that we've looked at the market in Orange County and Irvine as a whole and broken it up into the 3 categories, I always like to take a quick look at rates, really just to let you guys know what's happening in the interest world. So let's check them out. Interest rates right now are still historically low. 15-year fixed rate is at 2.83%. 30-year fixed rate at 3.360%. A 7/1 ARM, so the variable, at 3.29%. A 15-year fixed jumbo at 2.88%. A 30-year fixed rate jumbo at 3.4%. The 7/1 ARM jumbo rate is 3.32%. However, a little side note on that, right now they're very difficult to find these loans. They're really just doing the 15-year and the 30-year fixed jumbos. Not a lot of lenders are doing the 7-1 ARMs on jumbos. The 30-year FHA rate is 3.05%. And for our veterans, the 30-year VA rate is 3.4%. Interest rates are amazingly low. Remember that these are the rates, they're not the APR. So if you're looking at getting a mortgage, you want to shop around, talk to a couple different lenders, and really compare what their APR rates are going to be after their origination fees or anything else that's added on to your mortgage. Overall, the market really hasn't changed much. We're still seeing that spike in demand. We're still seeing inventory drop, and we're seeing low interest rates. And those three combined are really driving this market here in Orange County and Irvine right now. We're seeing a really hot market. If you are thinking of selling, get your home ready. Get it on the market because it will sell fast. If you're buying right now, you really need to do your due diligence beforehand, know everything you need to know about the house before you go see it, and have a strategy with your agent to make sure that you get the house that you love when you find it and your offer gets accepted, even if you're in a multiple offer situation. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe. Hit the little bell so you're notified every time I post. Again, I post every week about the market here in Orange County and Irvine. Also, if you could give me a little thumbs up, that would be great. If you are thinking about moving, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Just get in touch with us. We are here to help in any way that we can. We can answer your questions about the market, what's happening in your area or the area that you're moving into, and really just guide you through the entire process. I hope you all have a great rest of your week. And until next week, take care, everybody.